course for students who have had pre-algebra and who prefer a more traditional approach to mathematics. The Algebra I classroom is a classroom that uses the flipped model. What this means is that videos are assigned to students for homework, and then they come to class and have a chance to actually work on problems in practice. The theory behind this is that then the teacher is available during class time to actually help students when they get stuck on their practice problems. So the type of student that would want to take this class would be someone who enjoys having work time in class, can work either individually and independently or in a group setting or with a small group or partners, and can definitely learn from an instructional video. Most of the videos are made by algebra teachers from HUHS, although there is an occasional video that we pull from YouTube. Typically, what a day in algebra would look like, we would come in and perhaps do a warm-up, have a little discussion about what was learned in the video from the night before, and then we proceed with giving the students a lot of in-class work time to master the concepts.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Stam, and I'm talking to you about the Algebra I class. And the reason I chose this class was because I kind of consider myself a more independent person with math and like different classes and stuff like that. And this class has a lot of independent things, such as like watching the video at night and then doing the work in class. And then the typical day is kind of, you do your daily warm-up and then you do the practice that you did the video for at night. So you just do your practice and you can ask the teacher questions, and it's really nice. And then what I pretty much enjoy the most about this class is that you get a packet that you use for every chapter, and you get to use that on your test, so that makes it a lot easier. You can look back to what you're working on and stuff like that and see if you're doing it right and match them up. And then this class fits my learning style because, again, I said I feel like I'm a very independent person when it has to do with learning, and this class kind of fits that.
Hello, I'm Natalie Hermanson, and I'm talking to you about the class I chose in math, and I chose Algebra I. And I went to Central Middle School, and the reason why I chose this was because I was never good at math when I was a kid, and in 8th grade my math teacher told me to pick an easy math class, so I chose Algebra I. A typical day in math class would be, first we do our warm-up, which is about 5 minutes, and then we get a packet for our lesson. And instead of going from a big textbook, we just go off a video online on the computer, and we watch an 8 to 10 minute video and get all the information you need from that lesson, and then you just go right to the practice. What I enjoyed most about this math class was probably, I always hated math like I said, but this year I enjoyed it a lot. It was really easy to go into it and just understand what I've been missing a lot. And it was really enjoyable for me because I watched the video for the lesson and I get all the information I need without going from a boring textbook. And why this math class fits my learning style the most is because I just watch an 8 to 10 minute video and then I get all the information I need without going from a boring textbook and just, maybe just instead of listening to the teacher all day, it's just kind of more easier for me, and I really like it a lot.
Hi, my name is Mr. Berg. I am the Integrated 1 teacher. I really enjoy teaching Integrated 1, and a lot of kids enjoy being in the class. It is a much more interactive and an investigative style type of math class where kids are working in collaborative groups and working together to find their own way to solve math problems. So it is much more interactive and not as much sitting and listening to lectures or teachers standing up in the front of the room. So if you're a lot more into the style of pace of where you make connections also to real world or real life aspects, we do that as much as possible in the class. And a lot of kids enjoy that, and I think they get more out of it because of all the connections and being able to work with groups with other students.
My name is Robbie, and I went to Freeze Lake School. I'm in Integrated 1. I chose this current math class because it'll help me out in the long run and help me out in the future. A typical day would be not too hard, but it's easier for me because I can actually understand the math problems. What I most enjoy is that I'm with my friends and that I can actually understand math. And why this math class fits my learning style, it's much easier to learn about because they break it up into sections.
Okay, so my name is Kennedy. I attended Richfield Elementary School. I chose this current math class because I'm in integrated math, because it seemed like the best fit for me. It was in between like not too easy but not too hard, and then a typical day in this math class would be like pretty good. It's never like too hard or too difficult. I enjoy this most about this math class, the teachers and the people in it, and then why this math class fits my learning style best, because it goes at my pace more. It's not just like one thing. We just like take our time and understand things at our best abilities.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Edmonds, and I teach Algebra II at Hartford High School. I'm here to talk to you about the differences between taking Algebra II and Integrated II. The learning style is probably the biggest difference. In Algebra II, which I teach, we take a more traditional approach. We take notes, do examples, do practice problems, work independently most often, and try to apply our knowledge to the big picture, but we don't start that way. Integrated starts more with the big picture and then pulls in all the math you need to solve some application problem. I guess the biggest deciding factor into going into Algebra 2 versus Algebra 1 is that you had success in 8th grade in Algebra 1. If you had success, got an A or a B, feel pretty confident that you can move on, then Algebra 2 is the place for you. About half the course is extending what you've learned, and the second half is learning new things. So I hope that helps.
I'm Kierden, and I came from Aaron School. I'm Anna, and I also came from Aaron School. Why I chose this math class was because in 8th grade I was doing well in Algebra 1, and I decided I did not need to review much anymore on that, so I moved on to the next Algebra 2.
So typically in a day in Algebra 2 class, we usually go over our homework from the past night, and then we do more notes. So we learn new things every day, but if we need more time on the subject, we'll do that, and then we'll get more homework for the next night.
In this class, I think I enjoyed most like reviewing and making note cards to help study for like the tests. And usually she would spend multiple days on the same like topic to like help us like understand it better.
I think this math class really fits my learning style because honors Algebra 2, they go super fast through everything, and just regular Algebra 2 really like fits with how I learn. Like the pace is really nice, and we really take time to do everything.
Alright, so I'm here to talk about the Integrated Advanced Algebra and Trigonometry class. This class is for students who like to enjoy or like to know the why about why they're learning math topics as opposed to just learning how to solve an equation. It's for the student who likes to work with other people and enjoys working in groups. A lot of the time is spent for students investigating together in groups rather than the teacher standing in front of the class and explaining things to the whole group all at once.
Hi, my name is Grant Wagner. I went to Central Middle School, and currently in 9th grade I am taking Integrated Advanced Algebra and Trigonometry with it, which is Integrated Algebra II, and I decided to take this math class since it's more of a team-based class, and I didn't want to sit in a regular algebra class where we're just learning the information and then doing homework all the time. So in this class we just mainly go over what we need to do with the lesson, take notes, and then we just split up into groups and we work on lesson work, and then we kind of collaborate together to figure out what we're doing with the lesson and work towards doing homework and then later testing on our own. So I like how we're basically taking this class in a group and doing it as a team effort where we can pool all of our knowledge together and do what we can, so it's not all on one person to do it. We work as a team, and I really like how there's not that much homework in this class, and it's not just sitting in a classroom receiving a lecture on math. It's working together as a team to get the job done, and this does fit my learning style because it is collaborative and it's more laid back, it's relaxing, and I do enjoy working with the team and solving it together. So that's what I enjoy about Integrated Advanced Algebra and Trigonometry.
Honors Algebra II is for a student who enjoys the challenge of mathematics and is up for a rigorous math course. In order to be a participant in this course, a strong algebra background will be necessary. In this course, we build upon that background using application problems, and it builds upon a core knowledge of skills, and we keep on building those skills as time goes on. When we work in the course, you'll have to apply, and often skills from the past will have to be pulled upon with a little bit of refreshing here and there. The student will be expected to ask questions, show work, and talk with other students comfortably. In the classroom, the instruction will be whole group, small group, and there will be individual and group work time. So every day the atmosphere changes. Sometimes it's more a whole class, and sometimes it is individual. In this course, you're looking at a career in engineering or anything math or science related. As a student taking this course, you would have a future ambition of taking calculus, and you'd have the possibility of taking Calc AB as a senior.
Okay, hi, my name is Brock Berg. I came from the Ocean School last year, and I'm going to be talking to you about Honors Algebra II. I chose this math class the reason why I chose the current math class is because I took Honors Algebra 1 last year, and it was the next thing to do in math, like it was the next class to go on. A typical day in this class is we would go over the homework from the other day and the hard questions about that, and then we would work on homework for the next day or do a math activity with other peers. What I enjoy most about this math class is you get to work a lot with peers most of the time, so you get to work over what you have problems with and stuff. And why this math class fits me is because it is challenging but not too hard to do.